A few weeks ago, I did a fireside chat in which I analyzed a video of John Oliver. What is he considered, a late night comic? Is that correct? With his anti-Israel diatribe on his show. It was a particularly intellectually shallow and morally shallow appearance, in my opinion, and I reacted to point by point with my own points and said repeatedly, I would love to debate John Oliver about the Middle East. After all, if you use your large audience to say certain things, you should, morally, you are bound to defend it. I am bound to defend anything I say, and if someone challenges me to a debate who has an equivalent audience of mine, I don't mean some guys who write on the internet, oh, Prager won't debate me, and they have 416 followers. But somebody who has their own show or their own column, whatever, I would love to debate them on anything that I have said. So I said, why doesn't he debate me? And I'm very courteous to people that I debate, as my radio show of 35 years bears testimony to. I said I would go anywhere. I would pay the expense. He could choose his own moderator, his own city, anything. I'll go to his city. And of course, I got no response. As I predicted, he won't debate me. The reason that I raised the issue is this is a really important avenue to understanding the left. They almost never debate. And they almost never debate because they cannot live with intellectual opposition. Left-wing thinking is feelings. Feelings cannot go up against facts and logic. It's all emotion. It's all negative, often hate-filled emotion. But that's all it is. It's all it's ever been. The left doesn't debate. The left smears. If you differ with them, you're a racist. You are what I called 20 years ago Sixhirb, S-I-X-H-I-R-B. Sexist, intolerant, xenophobic, homophobic, Islamophobic, racist, bigoted. The list is much longer today, but that was the list 20 years ago. You are all these things. So we don't debate you. We just label you. That has been done ever since Lenin in the Russian Revolution. That is all they have done. They don't debate. And you, especially those of you who are younger, just need to know this. The reason they don't want us at your campuses is that they are afraid that if students hear us for an hour and a half, they will change their minds. And they're right. That is a very legitimate fear. Because left-wing ideas that America is founded on racism, that America is founded and fought the American Revolution to perpetuate slavery, that America is systemically racist, that blacks and women and people of color are all persecuted in the United States. This is all false. Of course, there's racism in the United States. It's like saying that there's something bad in every human being. Of course there is. So what? Does that mean that America is racist? There's anti-Semitism in the United States, but it's not an anti-Semitic country. I say this as a Jew who's written a book on anti-Semitism. They won't debate us because they can't debate us. And deep down, they know it. So what they do is they talk people into believing, why would we debate racists? Well, I'll tell you one reason, to prove that we're racist. Wouldn't that be a great opportunity? See, John Oliver doesn't know anything about the Middle East. Nothing. I am totally convinced of it. And so he knows he would never debate me on the Middle East. And by the way, he's right. When I said he won't debate me, I was as sure of that as I was that the sun would rise in the east the next day. But you need to know this. When they have cancel culture, it's because they're so afraid that people will become aware of what we have to say. Whether it's about ivermectin, or whether it is about systemic racism or police brutality, or every one of their subjects. They know deep down that they don't have an intellectual or moral leg to stand on. And but what they do is they convince themselves not that they're afraid to debate us, but that there's no reason to. But of course there's reason to. We're certain that we're right as they are that they're right, but we're totally open to debating. Why is that? Why are we open to debating the left, but the left is not open to debating us? Because we know that we'll win. Not win in the sense of a TKO or a knockout or a split decision in a boxing match, but in the sense that if people hear both sides, our side will make more sense and have more facts. Charles M. Blow writes hate-filled columns about America every time he writes a column in the New York Times. He's basically written one column 500 times. And it's about how evil America is, how whites are just spectacularly racist. Would he debate Larry Elder? I would pay $10,000 to Charles Blow to debate Larry Elder, a black conservative. He would never debate Larry Elder. It would end his career. He would look like the fool that he is. Name me one left-wing New York Times columnist who would debate anybody. Would Thomas Friedman debate me? I would pay him $10,000 to debate. This is the way it is. They just smear and cancel. Now you know why. That should tell you something. They are afraid of us intellectually. They have every right to be.